Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, look in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe as y'all tap on in, man. Ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever I release videos. So when you hit the subscribe button, after you hit the subscribe button, you'll see a bell come up. You hit that little bell. It's going to say all. Once you hit that bell, you click that all button, and that way you guys will get all the updates and all the notifications, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comment section, man. I got some breaking news for you guys. I have some breaking news for you guys, man, with this Diddy situation, man. It's a lot of stuff that went down today. Salute to everybody in the building. Crystal, what's going on? Coin, what's going on? Exposing the truth. Chow, Cool G, Miss Tweety, Giovanni, A, Abnormal, Texas 2A, Soul Snatcher, Sakina, Mystic, Slim, Dorian, Sean, Lamont, Kristen, Mr. Thames, Heidi's World, Rosemary, Project, Slim 3313, Lady JJ, Porter, Kristen, A. Willie Will, Wilford, Yolanda, Anthony, Project, Connie, Jared, Fashawn, Jasmine, Nick T, Amanda, Lady, Donita, Oriental, Marshall. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all can hear me? All right, man, let's get into this, man. Bro, Diddy has just been hit with 7 new lawsuits. Diddy has just been hit with 7 new lawsuits, you guys. And Diddy, in a new lawsuit, according to reports, Diddy has now been accused by a 13-year-old. And according to news reports coming out of Fox 35 Orlando tonight, Diddy has just been hit with a new 7 new lawsuits. And I'll read you guys the reports and let you guys know what's been going on today. According to the report, it says that Sean Diddy Combs will face lawsuits from new accusers, according to Houston-based attorney Tony Busby. The suits accuse Combs and people close to him. So in these lawsuits, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, here's the thing that you guys are going to find out. I believe tomorrow they will be naming other names in these lawsuits tomorrow officially when they actually file this lawsuit. The lawsuit is going to be filed tomorrow, probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow around, I'd say 1, 2 p.m., something like that, Eastern Standard Time, maybe 10 a.m. West Coast time. It says that the suits accuse Combs and people close to him of sexual assault, sexual abuse, and sexual exploitation. In a post on social media, Tony Busby says that the cases date as far back as the year of 2000, but most of the events discussed occurred in 2022. So that was recently, 2 years ago. The incidents occurred in New York, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas, according to the lawyer. It says 4 of the defendants in the lawsuit are male, and 3 of them are female. So it's 7 new ones. One of the alleged victims is 3 years old at the time of the incident. Another one was 7 years old at the time of the incident. It says, we will let the allegations in the field complaints speak for themselves, and we will work to see that justice is done, reads a part of the social media post. The Busby law firm said it expects to file weekly cases against Combs and others as they continue to gather the evidence. It goes on to say that the firm is already representing more than 150 accusers. So the accusers went up from 120 to 150. And it says Combs, 54 years old, was arrested on September the 16th. He was charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison, one count of sex trafficking. So you guys got to understand, Diddy's been charged with different charges. It's not just a sex trafficking. Diddy's been charged with racketeering conspiracy, which is all that other stuff, which they said he was beating people, setting people cars on fire, using force to withhold people, kidnap people. That's why the Cassie tape is involved in this case, because the Cassie tape, they're saying that was a freak off, and that proves that Diddy was forcing this woman to stay against her will at the freak off. That's why the Cassie tape was so important, and that's why Diddy's lawyers wanted the Cassie tape thrown out and not able to use as evidence. But the Cassie tape was leaked was bigger than just a beating. The lawyers said, the feds say that the Cassie tape was bigger than that. Now, here's the thing that I try to tell people, and everybody got to understand what's going to happen. I'm gonna tell you guys this. What's going to happen is this: they're going to go and see Diddy and them when they got those tapes that was from the beating. You guys got to remember one thing: when they had these alleged freak offs, or when they had these freak offs at these hotels, the hotel has the footage of when the people are going in the rooms, when the people are going in the hotel, all of the women's faces that are going in the hotel. They have those. They have those. You understand what I'm saying? They have those. Um, so when you look at that and when you think about that, they got those videotapes of them girls going into those hotels. So they can track and find out, okay, you recognize this person, this person, this person. And then they're tracking the logs to see if the people are telling the truth, to check the flight logs, bank records, witnesses, all of these different things. They're going to be talking to hotel employees at that time. These are different things they're going to use to put this thing together. That Cassie tape was just a piece of the puzzle. That Cassie tape, I'm telling y'all, we all thought that the Cassie tape was just a beating. The Fed said in the last time they were in court for that hearing just a couple weeks ago, they said that the Cassie tape was a part of a freak off. That's what they said. So they said the Cassie tape wasn't just, oh, some dude beating a girl. They said that was an actual freak off where they had women that was trafficking in there. So that's letting me know that, and they've also said in those files that they have the flight records, bank records, hotel records, and all these other records from Diddy's businesses. What they're going to do is they're going to go, in my opinion, and I think you're going to see this play out in court. They're going to go prove, and they're going to go get those videos. See, nobody knows. All those hotels you go into, those big time hotels, they got those tapes when you're going in the hotel. See, you don't think of nothing when you're going in the hotel and you see all these people going in the hall. On every hall, they got those tapes in the elevators, in the halls. People got to remember that. So if they can prove all of these things, phone logs, money, transfers, everything, and they can prove that was a freak off, what's going to happen is now is that they're going to add that up with the videotapes that y'all didn't see, which is all the people going into these rooms, all the people setting up. All these things are going to be on videotape from that file. See, when you're not thinking, you're thinking, look, let me get the tape of where the abuse happened. But the feds are saying the abuse was only a part of that. And the reason why they're going to show that it was forced in a situation because they're saying that Cassie was trying to escape away from a freak off. Now, Diddy's saying no, but here's the thing. The feds have probably got those other tapes from that hotel to show all of these women going up there, right? And so if it was a freak off, they can instantly prove that Cassie was trying to get away. Diddy ran down the hall, kicked her in her head, held her back, dragged her back, and forced her to stay physically against her will. That's what y'all got to understand. That's why that tape is so important. Everybody kept saying, well, the tape is no, they don't prove nothing. It does. If you think about it, go read the indictment. That's under the racketeering. Then, like I told y'all, all the other things that was listed under the racketeering, that has nothing to do with the sex trafficking. The sex trafficking and the prostitution transportation, that's two completely different charges. I think people getting that confused. So what it says right here, it says he was charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison. Just the racketeering alone, Diddy's facing life in prison. That has nothing to do with the sex trafficking or the transportation of prostitution. Just that alone, the racketeering is life in prison. That means that includes all the crimes, the beating, the fires, all of those things, the kidnapping, all of these different things are included in racketeering. Go read the indictment. Read the first. If y'all look, the racketeering was the biggest part of the indictment. It was bigger than the sex trafficking and the transportation of prostitution. But I don't think a lot of people understood that because they didn't read the entire indictment. I read the entire indictment word for word. So, um, anyways though, it says that he was charged with racketeering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison, one count of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, which carries a maximum sentence of life in prison, and a mandatory minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. And he was charged with one count of transportation of for purposes of prostitution, which carries a maximum 10 sentence of 10 years in prison. So that's when y'all saw Cassie's name come up in there too, because she's probably going to say, hey, look, I was moved for this. Other girls were moved for this. Boom, boom, boom. And they're going to try to put that together. But I went deeper, y'all. I went deeper. It says Combs has pled not guilty. And I had to go check further on his file. And on NBC, they're reporting the same thing. Sean Diddy Combs accused of sexual assault and R-wording in the new civil lawsuits as Tony Busby has filed 5 new lawsuits, but now it's been 7. It was 5, but now it's 7. It says one suit alleges that Combs R-worded and drugged the chick when she was 3 years old. It says it right here. I had to go get this other article just to confirm. It says that Sean Diddy Combs is now facing a wave of new actual assault and R-word accusations. NBC News has obtained 5 new civil lawsuits filed Sunday in the Southern District of New York by Texas-based attorney Tony Busby. The suits do not name any of the plaintiffs. It says the 5 suits include allegations Combs actually assaulted or R-worded the plaintiffs in separate incidents from 2000 to 2022. It says 2 of the plaintiffs are men and 3 are women, including a woman whose age who alleged that Combs R-worded her when she was 3, according to the lawsuits. And the details is going to come out of that tomorrow when the actual suits hit the courthouse. The details are going to come out tomorrow. We'll do a video about that tomorrow with the details. It says Combs is also accused of D-wording one of the men and 3 women, according to the suits, and the 3 women. So they're saying he D-worded the 13-year-old. This is crazy, bro. It said Busby told NBC News he plans to file a total of 7 lawsuits tonight. It says that we will let the allegations in the field complaints. I already read that, right? And so again, Combs denied all of these allegations. He says everybody is lying. Now, here's another thing that came out today that I told you guys about. Also, shout out to the brother Matthew Cox, who did that interview on his channel today. Matthew Cox had a man that came out today that goes by the name of Courtney Burgess. Now, this guy is supposed to have been a guy who was in the music industry that came up with Diddy and came up with Tupac back when they were younger. Remember, Diddy and Tupac were both around New York at the time. They were both around the same areas at the time. Now, this guy had some dealings with Diddy and had some dealings with Death Row. Now, today he came out in an explosive interview that has went viral. Like I told y'all, the interview was going viral. It went viral, and in that interview today, he has revealed that his friend who had some of these tapes has been contacted by the feds, and the feds went and confiscated some of the tapes from his friend from Diddy. Now, this is the guy right here that you're seeing a picture. This is his Instagram. His name is Courtney Burgess. Now, you guys can go do your own research on him afterwards. He named today, and he says that he has those tapes. And he says that in those videotapes, he says are Cassie, J-Lo, Jaden Smith, and he claims that in the tapes that he has, that Usher Raymond was underage. He also claimed that Justin Bieber was underage, as according to his claims. And he also claimed that the comedian Kevin Hart had apparently been set up and done dirty. He said that Kevin Hart allegedly was given a drink, and he said that Kevin Hart in the video was instantly inebriated after he drank the second drink. He was out of his mind. And I will let him tell you guys right here exactly what he said happened. I will play the tape for you guys as that interview is going viral today, right now.
3 months in a year. Do you want to say who the friend is?
Well, I can't say the friend is. Everybody should know. Well, when the friend did, she called me and said, "What you do with the stuff?" I said, "I did do something." I said, "I released the book." I said, "I got them all pressed up. I just didn't put it out."
What was on the flash drives? Did you look at the flash drives?
I looked at some of them, but I couldn't look because if you watch two men having, that means you just stuff. You gay stuff. I don't even watch Playboy.
Now, I gotta stop and say this because I seen some people saying, "Oh, well, he said he don't watch your tapes. How he know?" Bro, the man is saying he looked at the file, he saw who was on there, but he didn't want to like just keep watching it. Once he saw what it was, he's like, "Oh no!" But he seen who it was on the video. You know what I'm saying? He saw enough to say, "You know what? Hey, man, this ain't." I don't think people comprehend this stuff. And y'all ask me why I say stuff 2 and 3 times. It's because people don't use their mind, y'all. People don't have mental capacity to use their mind. This man, why would this man lie? Put himself into play, put his name out there, put his information out there, put his face out there. His name is Courtney Burgess. You can go look him up. People say that they know him. I asked a couple people. They say they know him from that time. They say he came up with Pac and he was around Diddy. This is facts. Multiple people told me this today that's in the know. So they're saying that this dude ain't just running around talking. He came out and said, I have 8 of the hard drives. He told the feds, y'all can come get them from me. I'm not trying to sell them. That lawyer, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, said she was contacted because they were trying to sell it back to the other person that was in the videotapes. But listen to what he said, because he can tell you better than me, and you make your own decision.
I don't want to see another man begging a female. I want to see a female begging, a man begging a female better be me begging a female.
Right.
Looking at my own stuff. I'm not going to sit there and watch a man begging any female or 2 men begging each other. So I did read something. I did look at it. I did do the book. The original book was this right here.
Right.
Tell it all. But you know, I gave it to my private investigator, Todd. You know what I'm saying? Real good guy.
Well, okay. So wait. So a few months after you pressed up a bunch of books,
mm-hmm.
and you tried to advertise the books to get them out there.
Right.
To get her memoir out there.
Right.
Because the memoir is super, sensational, right? It talks about multiple famous actors. You're saying you haven't watched all the videotapes. Do you know how many videotapes were on there in the book?
It's like 11 flash drives, and each of them probably like big gigabytes of it. I know put into my computer too much because I didn't want all that in my computer. Then I got to download to another one. Then I take all my business with it. So it was. I say it's probably like 8 to 7 different videos and more words writing to it. You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And it's talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, that he was messing with young boys. Talked about how he tore Usher ass up.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the 2? I know we spoke before. You said there were 2 young artists.
Mm-hmm.
One was Usher. Who was the other one?
One was Usher, and I believe the other one was definitely somebody's son. It was definitely somebody.
Okay, it wasn't. Before we talked, you said it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah,
I thought
it was him too as well. It was Justin Bieber
and anybody else.
Will Smith's son too. Will Smith's son too. I ain't holding no punches. Yeah, it was Will Smith's son too.
And there were some young women.
It was females. I'm not good with everybody name in the music business because I only list several different artists. But it was J-Lo. It was in there. It was the young lady that sued him. I can't remember her name.
Right, Cassidy.
Cassidy. I can't really tell how it's made because you got to really draw it in. It seemed like the camera was up in the light on the shooting from a corner. It was some in the bathroom. It showed that how they set Kevin Hart up. But see,
what do you mean set Kevin Hart up?
Oh, somebody came and gave him. That was the newest one. I'm mixing them up. The newest one I had got was like when Kevin Hart was in hosted his show. and they was in a bathroom, just him, and then a bodyguard came in there. Then he came out, and the girl bought him a drink. He tasted, and it's like when he tasted it, the second drink of the same glass, that's when he was coming kabotally. Like something was there. Then it showed him in the tub getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I switched it.
When it showed Usher and Will Smith's son and Justin Bieber, I mean, were they underage at the time?
I tried to go by his tattoos.
Natasha, I think you're completely ignorant, ma'am. And I think that you need better guidance and better parents in your life. You said you don't care if they are blank or blank. Obviously, you don't have listening skills, ma'am. And obviously you need some ear wax cleaners because you can't hear. The man is clearly saying, and I'm gonna play it for you yourself so you can hear this before I block your ass. So before I send you to the next dimension, I'm gonna let you hear it yourself.
That's when he was coming kabotally. Like something was there. Then it showed him in the tub getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I switched it.
When it showed Usher and Will Smith's son and Justin Bieber, I mean, were they underage at the time?
I tried to go by his tattoos for Justin Bieber age. But at the time, it started from when he could have been 16 because he was real. He didn't have all the tattoos on it. He had the little shaggy head doing it. I forgot the bob, whatever the girls call it, hanging in front of his head. And Game handed him a bottle. Like, wasn't nobody forgot the bottle. Game walks around Diddy, hand him the bottle, he drink it, and they like blew him down off his feet. So he could have been young back then. You understand? You could say he wasn't 17. I don't know if he, you know what I'm saying, he ain't too far out of Pampers. So, you know, what I mean by that, he definitely wasn't 17 or 18. I could say he was pushing 16 hard or early because how he was dressed and how he was, yeah, I could say he probably about 16 or 15.
If that's the case, then and Usher was in those same videos, is it around the same time period?
Usher was in a video when he was definitely young, because I remember he came home, they talked about drinking the champagne. He had champagne. He talked about he asked him in the video, was that Ed Lover for Hot 97? So you talking about Ed Lover back in Hot 97 when he was DJing, you take the time for that, Usher had to be like 16. Like he didn't even have a good beehive back then. He was definitely young. He was definitely young because I heard him say in the video about was that Ed Lover from Hot 97. They were sitting on the couch. Could have been like in the family room or could have been in the bedroom. You know, most people put like couches in their bedroom as well. Their room big enough. Their master bedroom. But he definitely was underage.
Is Albie Shore on the video?
I didn't see Albie Shore directly into the video. I don't know who it was, but they said he walked in and he was giving me head, as they say, in the office. And he said, yo, he did that to him for money. So I think if you was saying it, anybody else say, he used it to enforce his rule of taking his son away from Kim.
Okay, so for those people that don't understand that.
So yeah, that's what he was saying as far as who he alleged that he has in those tapes. Now he also spoke about and he said that he is willing to give the feds the tapes that he has. He says that the videos that he have, he's not trying to sell them. He been getting crucified for this online today because people been saying, bro, you got these tapes, why you ain't just immediately give them up? People have been absolutely destroying this guy. But he says that he is going, if the feds want the tapes, he's going to give the feds, hand over the tapes to the feds. You understand what I'm saying? And he also urged that, he said that he urges Justin Bieber and Usher to go forward and report what happened to them before it comes out on those tapes. He said because he says they were victims. His name is Courtney Burgess. He said that they were victims. Now, again, you guys go do your own research on Courtney Burgess, and if you got if you have any connects, you can go and ask, was he real or not around that time, and do your own research. Since y'all always think somebody capping.
That their father killed Kim Porter. Which worse?
I think that Sean Combs is not going to sue Albie Shore because he's got bigger fish to fry right now.
No, he's not. So you want to go after other people that you figured he ain't said that this when Puffy was on the streets.
Right.
You can't say I never said that. You said you heard this interview I did. Puffy was free as a bird. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't wait till he go to jail to say anything. I said it all of 35 years we've been in the music business together. And I said when he dead is gone. I do want to apologize to the kids, or the young adults and the twins for their mother ending up being on the front cover of it. You know what I'm saying? And only because she's not here to defend herself. But the memoir is real.
If you sleep hot at night,
now, so this guy basically then asked him about this other situation. And we're going to talk about it now. We're going to talk about exactly what he asked him about now.
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of, I don't know if you've looked, but there's a bunch of other people that have put up memoir or put up books.
Right.
They're putting her photo on all those. So I don't know why they took, I do know why they took it down, took your version down because of the photo. But I think that was they were just trying to get it taken down, not realizing other people were going to start putting up books. I doubt any of those books are the same as the memoir, though.
Right. And that memoir is not the same as the original memoir. The original one has pictures and it don't have a face on it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is the official one. The one Todd and Wade had is the official one. Is out. But it will be back up, whether I'll be sure like it or not. You know what I'm saying? And
people are trying to sell them right now for how much?
$4,000. Some going for $5,000. Some going for $50. It's all on eBay. And the funny thing, Amazon was still selling the same book with the cover. I don't know what's in it after they took it down the season it says.
I guess my question is that you, at some point, don't you think that the FBI is going to want to take a look at the flash drives that you have?
I think they already know because it ain't hard to Google what the name is and then link back to who I am for years. You understand? I know it's against the law for child on videos. I didn't put it on there.
Right.
You understand? I know it's against the law for a lot of things. But have I broken law? No. I haven't broken any law. Did Todd lie to the viewers? No, Todd didn't lie to the viewers. Todd didn't know. Wade didn't know. I didn't know. No one knew this was going to happen. Diddy sent himself to jail for the things he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm home. Ain't no 1,000 oil bottles in here. Ain't no lubricant, ain't no wild parties in here. You know what I'm saying? So he did what he did. Who going to put him in jail?
Well, what I'm wondering is that, like, obviously there's going to be a prosecution. They've gathered a ton of evidence, but I would think that the FBI would have contacted you to try and look at the flash drives. Is that, I mean, and you're saying, but nobody's contacted you?
Nobody. Only person contacted me is the ones who say what's going on. They want to see what was done to them. You understand? They want justice. I want justice. Tupac was my man. You understand?
Who was that? Who has contacted you to ask that?
Different people who's in the book. You know, I don't want to be name dropping. You understand? I gave my word to you that I'd do the show. You understand? A lot of people didn't want me to do the show because they know what type of person I am. I'm not going to sit up on your show and bite my tongue. You understand?
Do you know if Todd's been contacted by the FBI?
I spoke to Todd earlier today. I think somebody had reached out for him. So whatever he got in the flash, the email, I guess he's surrendering that right now today.
Okay.
So y'all heard what he said. He said the other guy that had the videos told him that the feds contacted him and they went and confiscated the other videos that his boy got today. Now, he said that his boy tried to tell him to give him all the videotapes. And he said, nah, I'm not giving you all the tapes because it's not safe for you to have all those tapes. And he says that he has 8 of the other tapes. And his boy had the other tapes, but he said that the feds contacted his boy today. And the feds allegedly ran down on his boy and got those tapes from his boy. And he said that if the feds want to come and get the tapes from him, he said that, hey man, the feds can pull up and come get the tapes from me. If they really want those tapes from me, they can come get them from me. He says, I'm not trying to hide anything or to, you know what I'm saying? He's not trying to withhold any information. Now people is cooking him because they're saying, bro, you in, possession of these tapes and you haven't come off these tapes. So people are going hard on him about that. And he getting cooked over that. Now also, back to what I told y'all about the videotape from the hotel. The videotape that I'm trying to tell you guys from the hotel with Cassie. The Fed said in the report that videotape was from a freak off. Now I told you guys couple weeks ago, I told y'all this. Couple weeks ago, I told y'all this. But this was also in a different interview that I found with the celebrity bodyguard who's a security guard for a lot of the celebrities that were at Diddy parties. He said this on Cam Capone's YouTube channel in an interview he did with Cam Capone. Shout out to Cam Capone as well. Y'all go subscribe to him. This is what he said in that interview.
2016, man. We've heard about this. We've heard about Cassie coming out with the lawsuit, accusing him of stuff.
Right.
It's been kind of wild, man. What was your reaction when you seen it?
Well, okay, so remember the video I sent you about him collecting everybody's cell phone?
Yep.
That's why he do that. So, they wouldn't have raided his crib if they didn't have already had that footage. So they been had that footage for months. So that's why they go about their process the way they do. So when I seen it, bro, I wasn't surprised at all, bro.
Now, when he's talking about collecting cell phones, because I seen somebody say that, he said that he used to work with Diddy at Diddy's events, and he used to represent many celebrities. He's exposed a lot of celebrities, but nobody has sued him or ever came after him. Now, he says that when you go to these events, they confiscate your phones. Now, this interview came out 4 months ago. Now, I told you guys, this girl, Tanae, she did an interview 1 week ago, and she claims that the same thing happened to her, and she actually shows the video of her arriving at Diddy's home and her leaving Diddy's home after the party was over with. But she said when she got to the party that they confiscated her phone. They confiscate your phones at the door and lock your phones away. So you can't record anything. The only thing you can do is they have a photo booth inside and you can take a photo, and she showed the actual photo that she took when she went inside. They actually gave her copies of her pictures from when she was inside, and so they posted that online too. But she confirmed what he was saying about, they said that's why everybody says, well, where's the evidence? Well, how the hell are you going to have evidence when they confiscate your phone when you go in there? It's your word against everybody else's. You understand what I'm saying? But when you have so many people saying the same thing, you understand what I'm saying? It is what it is.
When I seen him, he had a towel on. Why he always in a towel? When I seen the man, he was in a towel like that. That's how I'm looking like, man, hold on, bro. It's not even that late. You feel me? Like, why you got a towel on? And when I seen him with the two vampire guys like this, I'm instantly like, oh, okay. You feel me? I'm not shocked at all, bro. Not shocked, bro. It's a lot of dudes shaking in their boots right now. For sure, bro. Because it's a hustle people don't know about. These hotel lobbies tell the story for a lot of things. So it's a lot of people who watch them cameras who done made several $100,000 selling that footage. You feel me? So like, especially at TMZ, well, that's what they, like they had the elevator footage of Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Oh, it's countless. Just like with Drake, with the little guy in the wheelchair. Bro, that type of footage is floating around, bro. And like, it gets purchased quick. It gets purchased fast. So, it's a lot of guys shaking in their boots right now, for sure. I'm not shocked, though.
Yeah, they say that Diddy bought the footage for $50K. I believe that Cassie said that in the lawsuit.
Right. But see, the thing is, he's not buying the masters. You're not buying the original copy. Yeah. Who's up there watching that system probably sold that video 3-4 times. Go up 150 in a weekend because a superstar want to get crazy. Like with Quavo and No Girl, that was caught on the same type of footage. He wrestled her to the ground and get his phone back. Look that up. That's common knowledge, bro. So like for me, I always know, find out who the head of security is wherever I got a client at. Because that's the guy you got to know. He the one that's going, he get his fee, you can be, you got a little bit more space to operate.
That's sure. The guy you get the footage from.
That's the guy you get the footage from, for sure, bro. And if you lowball him, he gonna double sell it, for sure. Don't lowball him, man.
$50,000
that's not enough, though.
For a video of Diddy beating up Cassie seems like a low amount.
Yeah, that's something like that. Probably go like 300. He lowballed him. That's what rich guys do, bro. They.
So he's claiming that the reason why that Cassie tape got out is because he's claiming that they lowballed this cat for the video. He's saying that video probably would have went for 300,000 of that video of Diddy beating Cassie, but since he lowballed him, the guy made a copy of the video, and that's how you seen another copy of the video, because Diddy thought he had the only copy, but that guy doubled back and made another copy and kept another copy and sold that copy to Diddy and kept that other copy. That's how the feds and those other people ended up getting the other copy. When y'all seen it go on CNN, that's how there was another copy leaking around. So he's saying, look, you can't lowball those cats when you want to get those videos, because if you lowball those cats, they're going to double the tape and sell it to multiple people. That's why when y'all keep asking, yo, what's going with all these Diddy tapes? Bro, you don't know how many copies of these Diddy videos is out here. People out here probably doubling it up, tripling it up, selling it to multiple people and getting paid off that shit. You think people are selling it to one person and that's it? Hell no. They probably telling one person, look, I'm going to sell it to you and you keep it under wraps, blah, blah, blah. And they probably got 3 or 4 copies. You understand what I'm saying? Straight like that. And I told you guys, that tape ain't the only tape. It's what goes on in the video, in the actual lobbies. It's what goes on when you see the people coming in the lobbies. That's how the feds make their cases. All the feds gonna do is go back and get those tapes from the lobbies. If they see a whole bunch of ladies coming in, they see a whole bunch of freaky stuff, because they allege that Diddy would buy whole hotel halls. If they can see on those hall cameras, all these things going on, because people doubled up those copies of those cameras, then what do you guys think is going to happen? Now they can put people in a room and they can put you, because when you saw the Cassie tape, I'm telling y'all, when they go to court, they're going to show this shit. When they go to court, you're going to say, God, dog, that Cassie tape was only a piece of the puzzle. It was only a piece of the pie. You seen the Cassie tape and you said, well, I mean, yeah, it doesn't prove a real, like what they're saying. No. That's just a piece of the puzzle. When they put all the other tapes and they put those phone records and they put those flight records and they put those bank records and they got those snitches that's going to all testify and put that whole piece of the puzzle together, that's why that Cassie tape was so important. That Cassie tape was just to spank Diddy and let the world know that he's a lying piece of shit, right? And so as black folks, we don't like to see other black folks get exposed because we feel like it's a wrongdoing. But if you ain't worth a shit and you're helping tear down the black community, who the hell are you? You ain't no asset to the community. You're a death and destruction to the community, right? So again, we're not talking about goddamn Barney. Oh no, I ain't gonna say Barney. We ain't talking about goddamn Elmo out here. See what I'm saying? So that's why you're getting all of these people coming out now, because everybody feel like the floodgates is open. Man, we safe. Now some people's lying. Some people hopping on, like I said, they capping out here. And them people should go to prison for lying. Because I don't believe everybody's telling the truth. I believe a lot of them telling the truth though. And all these people is not out here telling all these different stories who've been around for nothing. What you're doing is you're getting all different types of pieces of the puzzle with these people, right? And so this same dude, the security guard, like I said, this is also what he had to say about what he saw at that Diddy party. Because he said he worked. You understand what I'm saying? For Diddy. Now, I'm going to play that part where he talked about what else he's seen at that situation. So for you guys who don't know, and shout out to Cam Capone News, man, y'all go subscribe to his channel.
So I'm the person they call when they get treacherous. You feel me? Like, and they got a fee to call me. That's why I charge a fee. You know what I'm saying? The truth, the facts.
That's what it is. Well, the biggest news going on right now is Diddy.
Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on Diddy? Have you ever worked with Diddy? Have you ever met Diddy?
I met him a couple times. I definitely worked with him. But everything everybody's saying, I've been saying for years, bro. I've been saying it for years. Like, man, these boys are weird. You feel me? Like, you would go to a party with them, and you looking around like, damn, like, a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you've been to a party and seen this?
Oh, I've seen it firsthand, multiple times.
Damn.
I seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress, bro.
What?
I seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress with two other trans ladies in dresses. They all the same height at a Diddy party.
Oh.
Ask about Dwight Howard in Mexico.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same trans ladies. Nobody saying nothing. That's why he not in the league right now. You heard about him catching the sexual assault on the little designer dude?
Yeah.
Right. Him. Imagine you got two 7-foot-tall, swole guys in dresses cornering you in a hotel in a bedroom. You finna be scared. Facts. So, like, I distinctly remember going to a Diddy party. All the waitresses topless. They serving you, everybody topless. You feel me? Like, he got dancers in cages, people walking around with lions on tigers on leashes. I seen this with my own two eyes. See what I'm saying? And it was getting so weird in the party. I'm like, man, I tell the security team I'm working with, but let me sit outside in the Escalade. So I go outside in the Escalade and I'm just chilling out there because, you know, bro, I got a reputation to maintain, bro, outstanding member. Like, I don't want nobody thinking that, man, they got BH with this? That was always a concern for me, bro. That was always a concern. I seen it for myself because Bobby Valentino was the person I was bodyguarding there. You see what I'm saying? He tell me, I done got so much pussy before, you know, pussy don't even really excite me. I'm like, well, what you mean? But he there. What you mean? On bro, post grave. I said, what you mean? So he got two girls with him. So I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, hold on. These might not be normal girls. Sure enough. Now he say, man, take my girl to the bathroom. I'm like, okay. We walk into the bathroom. You feel me? She go into the men's bathroom. But that's not all the way crazy because it's one bathroom packed, you feel me? People might do that. You know what I'm saying? So people start swarming the door. So I step inside the bathroom door. She's standing at the urinal. Dress lifted up. I'm like, damn.
Oh, man.
Okay, that's how they coming? All right. So, you know, I'm gonna tell everybody this. If you at a celebrity party and them white guys come in like they was on Twilight, look like vampires, they holding their drink like this, you feel me, with the blonde hair and stuff like that, it's finna get crazy in the party now, you feel me?
So this dude said he was. This dude said he was there. He also said. He also. I told y'all. He said yesterday, and he said this on Cam's channel. He said yesterday that you know, he said that he alleged that Diddy was reported by Jamie Foxx for poisoning him. Now, I read a report today, I don't know how true it was, that Jamie Foxx is going to say this on a Netflix special that he has coming out. Now, that's what allegations say. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. You know what I'm saying? But those are the allegations that are coming down the pike right now. We'll see how true that is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no problem, man. I'm glad it worked out. Well, I think we'll just probably start off with the biggest stuff that's been going on, man, since our last interview, man. And that is Diddy has been arrested, man. He's arrested at a Manhattan hotel, and they're charging him with a lot of crimes, a lot of serious crimes. He's looking at, 50 jet to New York. Because sex trafficking, a lot of charges. What was your first thoughts when you first seen the news? Well, my first thoughts was kind of like vindication, because to everybody who was on the comments in the first interview trying to say I was lying or embellishing, everything I said proved to be facts. Everything that I laid out on the table was shown to be facts. And, they didn't arrest him until he brought his private jet to New York. Because part of the agreement was, as long as his private jet was not in the same city and state as him, he could stay on the street. He brought that private jet to New York. They see him out there taking pictures with little females on the street. This guy had a sucker in his mouth, man, in front of some young females. They came and got him. What's going on? What's that about? I knew it was coming. And I've been saying it for years. But now, it's out in the open. And you see in the indictment that they had the blonde hair vampire sex workers in there. In the indictment, they got this man on camera sexually assaulting a male sex worker on camera, man. I told y'all, I'm telling facts. Oh, no. Now, we've touched on some of the stories from before, but a lot of them were just, like Dwight Howard. Now, there's nothing really illegal about anything that you actually seen. What are some of the things that you heard behind the scenes that were going on before this indictment actually dropped? Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact. So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx, and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick? Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts. Wow. Okay, and how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying? People are they're gonna want to know. You know what I'm saying? How this happened, or what's the backstory of this? Well, by the time this drops, this is gonna be in the stratosphere. It's gonna be in the ether by the time this drops. You can probably look it up right now. But by the time this interview drops, this is gonna be out in the ether for sure. These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times. Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times? So people man.
So when he says that they do that, that goes back to, once again, that infamous interview that I told y'all that Mark Curry did with Art of Dialogue in that infamous interview. And I told you guys, Mark Curry worked with Diddy. And this goes back to this.
Where they would get a male. You talking about the freak off session where they used to do in the studio and all of that over different entertainers' houses and stuff? Where they be having them parties where they won't invite you to? And they be like, we having a party tonight, but this ain't your kind of party. You be like, yeah, I ain't going. I don't want to go. Freak off parties, where you go in there and it be, yo, let me tell you something. We used to go in the club. We go into the nightclub, right? And we go and get to the VIP. All of these girls come around the VIP, and they just be standing there. And let me tell you something, man. I'm going to get back with you. We got to rewind this back
We used to go when we go to the club, we used to have these bottles, right? And on this bottle, they be regular Moet bottles. On them bottles right there, they been have something to make the girls be real slippery and all of this kind of stuff. So when you get up, they be like, don't touch them bottles right there and only drink them bottles right there. So we already knew what the drill was. You just don't mess with them bottles, right? Then all of the girls is in the club after a while. They all opening up their mouth like little birds. Just run around just popping pills in their mouth. Pop, pill. And then...
So, yeah, that's what Mark Curry said, man. And he was right there. I mean, these are all the people that's saying this stuff. So now, for everybody that's asking, you see the date on that article that just came out tonight. Today is October the 20th, 2024. This just came out tonight. So these are new news as far as the new lawsuits. And you had one that was the age I told y'all that's right there on the screen. That's the same article that came out tonight. That's on NBC website. You guys can look that up yourself. You ain't gotta believe me. You can look it up yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I think this is the type of stuff that people need. Y'all need to do your own research, man. Because like I said before, I really take time to go and look at all of these things, man. You know what I'm saying? And really study all of these things to make sure when I come in here, I try to get y'all the best information I possibly can. Y'all smash a like button too. We should have over like 4,000 likes in the building. We should have easily over 4,000 likes in the building. But I'm not lying to you guys when I'm saying this. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not a lie. You know? Matter of fact, this is what else the security guard who said he was at the Diddy parties had to say when he said that people said he was lying about Dwight Howard. And I told y'all, I invite Dwight Howard. If he's listening, he can come on here and he can respond to these allegations if he like. I open up my platform to him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem opening up a platform to him to come in here and respond to this. Any of the people that get accused of something, they're welcome to come on here and speak up for themselves. I have no problem with that. I'm all about transparency. Last time we did an interview.
Right.
The Dwight Howard story.
Right, yeah.
I think you got a lot of backlash for that one.
Oh, yeah, I definitely got backlash. But here's the thing, right? I'm finna add some context to it. This is how this played out, bro. The person I'm with, this is during the time when he was playing for the Lakers. So we like in a kosher neighborhood. So like I'm trying to get food, like everything. I'm like, what's this? So he explained to me, look, bro, this is a kosher neighborhood. The stuff you looking for, they gonna have it at this house we going to. You pull out a big mansion, you feel me? Okay. I'm used to going to these type of parties. Usually you get to the front, got the guy in the suit, they don't know you, they gonna pull the NDA out, you gotta put your cell phone in the little lockbox, they got all of that. Not doing that though. You feel me? Because I just be refusing to do that, bro. So because I'm here to do a job. So I'm not gonna pull my phone out. So we going inside. I have to use the bathroom. He gotta use the bathroom, the person I'm with. So we asked the little concierge person, where's the bathroom at? He point up the stairs. He said, go up the stairs, a spiral staircase. Go up the staircase immediately to your left. Ooh. Going up the staircase. There's a door at the top of the staircase that opens up as I'm coming up. The door opens up. I see a guy, big, shoulders gigantic, dress, pink, a little furry thing at the top. He's coming out the room. I see his back. He's coming out the room, 2 drinks in his hand. And I can see another tall lady with a beard. So I'm looking like, what's going on? So I stopped. He stopped. Look at me. He looked at me, put 1 drink down inside the door, grabbed the door, closed it behind him. I'm looking like, man, is that who I think it was? So the guy I'm with was like, yeah, this. Don't call the scene. Let's get up here and go back downstairs. I'm looking like, man, he too big for that. And then like, man, it was 2 of them. I'm like, damn. I seen this, bro. I seen these things, bro. I seen it. So people saying I'm lying. How come he ain't said nothing? He was watching my page. Everybody been watching my page. Nobody saying nothing though. Have you ever seen somebody come out like I'm coming out, and don't nobody come out and say that I'm lying? Not nobody. You ain't never seen that, bro. Not one person? No, bro. I seen that, bro.
Are you surprised? Like, this is
Shocked,
Dwight Howard.
This,
like, what?
This Dwight. He hooped with Kobe.
Like, this is the time when he was working with Kobe?
He in L.A. I'm like, man, I know who that was, man. Bro, his shoulders, huge, bro. I know who I seen. I seen him. Seen it. On the gas, I saw it.
What was some of the stuff people were saying to you?
So, look, at first, it was just a bunch of guys who don't find me attractive, mad. You feel me? But then, bro, so many ladies came out and supported me. It's crazy, bro. Like, I'm getting a lot of love from the ladies, you feel me? And then, just like now, there's a lot of people just supporting, bro. Like, a whole lot of people. I'm getting way more love than I'm getting hate. But it's just like, I'm not a person who's been on the internet talking about none of these things. So once people started to, and I'm in the comment section going back and forth with people, look, bro, if you think I'm lying, just look up the information. Once they looked it up, people came apologizing to me and subscribing to my page, following me, all type of stuff. Followers up, everything up. I got backlash at first, but, I mean, so what? They can't do nothing to me. These just guys in the country. It's the people in Walmart talking, bro. It's like, it's not really nothing. Because I'm not going to be out here just running my mouth, boy. I seen dude. Too big for that. I knew who that was. Seen it. What really shocked me was the other. So, look. Now, mind you, bro, I had seen him before. So I had seen him after that. And I had seen him in Mexico. Bro, I seen him again. I'm like, so that really verified it for me. I say, man, that's him and the same tall lady. She had the same lining.
So wait, you ran into me again in Mexico?
Yeah, I was with some NBA players in Mexico.
Okay.
You know, down there, bro, they don't have paparazzi like that. So, like, you can go down there and do any type of stuff. It's not gonna come out. So, like, the guys who I was down there with the whole time, they complaining, like, man, bro, we ain't trying to be with the white in the club, bro. He got the rainbow ladies with him. You feel me? And I'm thinking, like, what are they talking about? But when I seen it for myself, he had them in the club with him. Yes, bro.
So, yeah, man. And the one last thing I wanted to touch on y'all with was I told you guys that this girl, Tanea, she did this interview that came out a week ago. And she spoke about this situation with the Diddy party. She spoke about it. And in this interview she did on Soft White Underbelly's channel, she basically broke down what happened to her. And she verified what he said about going into the door and having to give your phone up and them locking your phone up. This is what she had to say. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me, like, you were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be real vague about it. But that party traumatized me.
How did you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, you know, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as a producer.
Prince? Prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince.
Really?
Yes. Wow. And he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to, he met me, he said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his freak offs at. And I never knew that we were going to go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like,
guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy, and I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs ended at like 3 or 4, and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we went. We all got in the car, like a big Uber, and me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like, I'm probably going to have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to, like, keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there, it's he can get in trouble, like right now. So basically, we arrived, security guard patted us down. They put our phone in this little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever.
Now, so she verified that story about those phones. And so that's why everybody says, oh, why don't these people have proof? Well, it's hard to have proof when you ain't got your phone. It's hard to have proof when you ain't got no phone. It's hard to have proof. Now is your word against his. See, that's where the game gets sour right there.
Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything on my Snap too, like the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not going to tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the freak off is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't really see nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. So the sun is like coming up, and people are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around giving people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're partying or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink. But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes. I'm walking around. I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to go inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything, smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen him with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but something really, I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could talk about me, but when it's about like me and my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say. So that we can see and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like, girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God, because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked up to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He started talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is not going to be the same. Da-da-da-da. We started talking about going to Cuba. Are you going to Cuba with us? I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I started asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house because he was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was dating at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there, whatever. So that's what made me go into.
Now notice who she said she said came in. Now you guys know who Diddy was dating, who's in a lawsuit. So she's claiming that she came in and saw her talking to Diddy for a little bit too long, And she's alleging that Diddy pushed this girl in front of her, right? But I guess y'all gonna say she lying about that too after you seen what that nigga did in the video. Let's keep going.
To the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't judge people because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of. And it's just like I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies. This corner, this got going on. This corner, they over here doing this. This corner, they over there having sex. This corner, I'm just going to say, because I don't know what I can say because I'm not trying to be incriminating myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies. Like what? Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people, but like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like dressed up, little red lipstick, like they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like,
Now, y'all peep what she just said that she saw in there? Yeah. Y'all got it in the comment section. Now see, now y'all wonder why I be putting my foot on Diddy's neck. Y'all peep what she said, right? Everybody lying though, right? Everybody lying though. That's what they say. They say everybody lying though, y'all.
Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here. Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house, like, with his eyes on me. Like, like, is this, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my friend out there. So I walked out of the house and I'm telling her, like, oh, my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh, my God, she like, for real? But I'm just like, I'm not even tripping. Like, oh, well, like, this thing is weird. So I'm really looking at the situation like I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like I keep on having flashbacks about it. So whatever. So of course I come out. And then here he goes again. And another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I don't like it. And I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here. And then I heard conversations or whatever. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they plotting on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put them together like, the Prince has been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll stick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape. I had to leave from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba with who? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the Prince. That's another thing. From the Prince, from that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. But I had to catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location. And then I ended up going to the airport and I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled. First, I'm getting lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami, or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this freak off? But because I'm not cooperating with what I see. And I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like they want to see what you allow, what you cool with, and then next thing you know, boom, take that drink, you're drugged. Take that, you're out of it. Take that pill, because everybody was off something, but you had to be being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but in the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, it was more people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what I need to see. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, sir. Because it was like selling your soul at that house. And if you like that, it's nothing to you. But if you're not like that, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. And then it's like, at first I used to think P. Diddy was like, so he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like he's all about, no, he all about sex himself. And I know sex because I've dealt with men, Mark. So I know when somebody is trying to lead you on to stuff and sitting back acting like he's just this macho man. And he is a charmer though. That's one thing. Like he will charm the fuck out of you. But for me, that's so game tight. I'm like, I know what this is. And I'm ready to get to the music. Like, if that's the case, you should have been like, don't tell me you about to change my life and da-da-da. Oh, have you been writing? Oh, that's nothing to you. Like, have you been writing the songs that I seen been telling you?
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna leave it right there, and y'all can check out the entire interview. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all do to go check out that interview. All you have to do to see that entire interview, because she's on video, is type this right here that I'm gonna put in the chat room and YouTube search. All you have to do is type in Tanea and Diddy beside it, and you're gonna see Soft White Underbelly's YouTube channel, and he does the full interview with this woman, and it's up there on YouTube. It's already done 1.8 million views. That video, that interview she did, and also the other interviews I've already told you guys about that in this stream. But for you guys who don't know, again, Diddy is now facing 7 new lawsuits. The details will come out tomorrow, and we will cover that. But it says that one of the accusers was only 3 years old. So, and apparently that person says that they were allegedly D-worded, as you guys can read it right there on the screen. So, you guys let me know what y'all think. To the person who says she saw that but kept going, no, she said she left immediately. You have to listen to what she said, exposing the truth. You guys put words in people's mouths. She said when she saw what was going on, she got her things, called the cops, and left, exposing the truth. You guys, and this is how lies get spread on YouTube and negativity, because you guys don't listen. You don't have a mindset to listen and comprehend what you're hearing. She literally said she called the cops, got her phone, and left. And she said then she got to the airport and went home. You can go read the entire interview or see the entire interview. Is on YouTube, brother. And y'all be wondering why I be repeating myself 3 and 4 times. Everybody be in the comment, Chicken Man, why you be repeating yourself? Because we live in a country and in a world where people don't understand how to comprehend English. They don't understand it. I don't understand that. It's literally like you're in school again. People going through the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade. You got to repeat yourself 100 times. And they still gonna get it wrong. Like they just didn't hear what she said. Man, like, share, subscribe, man. I'll be back tomorrow, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. All these dudes got to go down, man. If these dudes, and I'm telling y'all this, man, Diddy, I want to see what happens with the Vince McMahon situation. The allegations against the owner for the New York Knicks, that's got quiet. He had allegations with uh uh the dude that's locked up now. What's the dude's name? Wiseman. I forget the dude's name. Wiseman. Yeah, he's got allegations with him. Where'd that go? So yeah, man, like I said, man. Yeah, Weinstein, that's what it is. Yeah, so you putting all these people, like I said, man. Bro, you talking about youth? Now let's play. See, cause what happened with Cassie and the young ones? Now that's why now let's play ball now. Let's play, cause we gotta get all these type of like I said before, man. That's off limits, Playboy. You do whatever you want to do in your house as far as it being consensual. But when you start playing that game, no dice. No dice. You understand? And so y'all let me know what y'all think. Everybody, y'all stay blessed tonight. Stay safe. You understand what I'm saying? And stay on point. You hear me? Like, share, subscribe, man. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Gone.